Join me on a culinary journey to Arrakis with these Dune-inspired Boti Kebabs. My spice blend captures the essence of the desert, while the techniques are rooted in the rich culinary traditions of the Mughal era in the Indian subcontinent. I wanted to make cinnamon the star of this spice mix, similar to how this precious spice is central to Arrakis. The warmth of the cinnamon and clove and black pepper represents the desert heat, while the floral notes of cardamom and mace add a hint of sweetness. The coriander and fennel bring freshness to this spice mix with their bright and grassy flavors. I toast the spices to bring out their maximum flavor. Make sure to add in the bold spices in the beginning. Let them roast a little bit before you add in the smaller seeds to prevent them from burning. As soon as the spices smoke, take them out, cool them, and then grind them into a fine powder using a coffee grinder like I am, or you could even use a mortar and pestle. There are two other key spices that we'll add in a little bit that'll help create a perfectly balanced Dune-inspired spice mix. The saffron adds an intoxicating aroma, rare and precious, just like melange. I usually bloom my saffron in warm water, but I used cold water for a gentler extraction this time. You want to use a fatty cut, and I use lamb leg, but feel free to use lamb shoulder here. Use full-fat Greek yogurt and a fine paste of ginger and garlic. The raw papaya paste here acts as a tenderizer, which breaks down the fibers of the meat to produce a melt-in-your-mouth texture. Now let's add in the saffron, some Kashmiri red chili powder for a little bit of heat and color, and finally sumac. The tartness of the sumac balances the sweetness and the heat in the spice mix, creating a harmonious flavor combination. While the spice mix is Dune-inspired, the technique is inspired by one of my favorite Indian kebabs, Boti Kebab. I've never made this exact recipe before, so I have to let you know how it turned out when I taste the kebab at the end of the video. The word boti means small chunks of meat. Boti kebabs originated in South Asian cuisine during the Mughal Empire's rule between the 16th and 19th centuries, blending Central Asian grilling techniques with local Indian spices and cooking traditions. The dish features cubed meat, traditionally lamb or mutton, marinated in yogurt and a complex spice blend, grilled over charcoal, often in a tandoor. I grilled it in my oven at 425 degrees for 20 minutes to produce a similar charred flavor. The kebabs are juicy and tender with a slight smoky flavor. The spice mix is a harmonious balance of sweet, spicy, and tart, which makes eating a truly delightful experience that you must try at home. I serve it with a piece of flatbread, some cucumber for a cooling effect, and some yogurt flavored with sumac and red chili. And let's not forget our special drink, our saffron-infused tea with cinnamon and blue edible flowers. It was absolutely delicious. If you want to stop the endless recipe hopping, then join me to learn the building blocks of Indian cooking. No more one-off recipes, just real understanding that lets you create any dish you want. Click the link below.